You got paid 4 days ago. You checked your account this morning and there's $67 left. You didn't buy anything crazy, no new TV, no weekend trip, just normal stuff. Groceries, gas, that thing on Amazon. And now you're sitting here wondering where $2,000 went in less than a week. This isn't about discipline. It's not even about spending too much. There's something else happening to your money the moment it hits your account. And once you see it, you'll never look at payday the same way again. Let's walk through what actually happens on payday. Let's say you get paid every other Friday. $2,400 hits your checking account at 3 a.m. You wake up, check your phone, see that number, and you feel good, relieved even. You've been watching your balance drop for the past week, rationing gas, skipping lunch out, but now you're back. So what happens next? Well, your rent is due. That's $1,200 gone immediately. Okay, fine. You knew that was coming. You're down to $1,200, but that still feels like breathing room. Then your car payment pulls, $340. Insurance auto drafts the next day, $160. Your phone bill, $85. Spotify, Netflix, that meditation app you forgot you had, another $35. You fill up your gas tank because it's been on empty for 3 days, $58. You go to the grocery store because your fridge is actually empty. You try to be reasonable, but you also haven't had real food in a while, so you spend $140. You're at $382 now. It's Saturday. You've been paid for 1 day. Your friends want to get dinner. You haven't seen them in 2 weeks and you just got paid, so you say yes, $47 after tip. You stop at Target for trash bags and leave with $63 worth of stuff. Sunday, you order delivery because you're tired, $34. It's Sunday night, you've been paid for 2 days, you have $238 left, and you feel broke again. Here's what makes this worse. You look at your bank statement and you can't even point to the problem. There's no $800 purchase you regret, no obvious mistake, just 37 transactions that all felt small and necessary in the moment. And you start thinking, I make decent money, where is it all going? Here's what's actually happening, and most people never realize this. Your paycheck disappears fast because it's not really your money yet. Let me explain. The moment your paycheck hits your account, it's already claimed. Your rent claimed it weeks ago when you signed that lease. Your car payment claimed it when you bought the car. Your credit card claimed it when you swiped it last month. Your subscriptions claimed it when you clicked subscribe. Your phone claimed it. Your insurance claimed it. When you see $2,400 in your account, you think that's your money to work with, but it's not. It's just passing through your account on its way to somewhere else. You're not managing $2,400, you're managing whatever's left after all those claims get paid. And here's the trick your brain plays on you. You don't feel like you're managing the leftover amount. You feel like you're managing the full number you saw on payday. That's why you spent $47 on dinner without thinking twice. In your mind, you had $1,200 after rent. In reality, after all your fixed costs, you maybe had $400 of actually available money, but you never calculated that number. You just spent until it felt uncomfortable. There's a term for this. Behavioral economists call it mental accounting, but that makes it sound more complicated than it is. Basically, your brain doesn't track money the way your bank account does. Your bank account sees one number, total balance, but your brain divides money into categories based on what it feels like. Rent money, fun money, emergency money, I just got paid money. And here's where it gets messy. Your brain is really bad at updating those categories in real time. When you bought those groceries for $140, your brain didn't recalculate your available fun money. It just saw that you still had 4 digits in your checking account and gave you the green light. When you said yes to dinner, your brain wasn't thinking, I have $382 left and rent isn't for 2 more weeks. It was thinking, I just got paid, I can afford dinner with friends. Every small purchase feels fine individually. It's only when you check your account 3 days later that your brain suddenly does the math and panics. But here's the part that nobody talks about. This isn't your fault, and it's not a willpower problem. The system is set up to make this happen. Think about it. You get paid twice a month, but your bills come out on 17 different days. Your subscriptions all renew on different schedules. Some of your costs are monthly, some are annual, some just pop up randomly. Your brain can't hold all of that at once, so it takes a shortcut. It just looks at the balance and makes a guess. And companies know this. That's why subscriptions are $9.99 instead of $120 up front. That's why buy now, pay later exists. That's why your credit card lets you split purchases into payments. They're all designed to make the real cost invisible until later. Your paycheck disappears fast because you're trying to manage money with incomplete information and a brain that wasn't built for this. So what do you actually do about this? The goal isn't to stop spending or to feel guilty every time you buy something. The goal is to make the real number visible so your brain stops lying to you. Solution 1. Know your real number. Here's what I mean. On payday, before you do anything else, subtract everything that's already claimed. Rent, car payment, insurance, subscriptions, minimum payments on any debt, average grocery cost, average gas cost, all of it. Whatever's left is your actual spending money for the next 2 weeks.
Let's go back to that $2,400 paycheck. Rent, $1,200. Car payment, $340. Insurance, $160. Phone, $85. Subscriptions, $35. Groceries, average, $140. Gas, average, $60. Credit card minimum, $50. That's $2,070. Your real number isn't $2,400. It's $330. That's what you actually have to work with until the next paycheck. And here's the key. Once you know that number, write it down. Put it in your phone. Make it visible. Because now when your friends invite you to dinner, you're not guessing. You're not looking at your total balance and hoping it's fine. You know you have $330 for 2 weeks, and a $47 dinner means you'll have $283 left. That's not a judgment, it's just math. And now you can actually decide if it's worth it. Solution 2. Separate the money physically. This is going to sound old school, but it works. Open a second checking account. It's free at most banks. Keep one account for bills and one for spending. On payday, immediately move all your fixed costs into the bills account. Rent, car, insurance, subscriptions, everything. Whatever's left stays in your spending account. Now when you check your balance, the number you see is actually real. You're not doing mental math every time. You're not guessing. The money that's already claimed is in a different place. I've watched people do this, and it changes everything. Not because they suddenly spend less, but because they stop feeling surprised. They stop having that where did it all go moment because they knew from day one exactly how much was available. And if you really want to level this up, automate it. Set up your paycheck to direct deposit into 2 accounts. Bills account gets the fixed amount, spending account gets the rest. You never even see the full number. You never have to think about it. It just works. Solution 3. Track the invisible drains. This is the one most people skip, but it might be the most important. Sit down once, just once, and list every single recurring charge you have. Subscriptions, memberships, auto renewals, everything. Then add them up for the year. I did this myself a while back. Spotify, Netflix, Hulu, iCloud storage, Amazon Prime, my gym, a software thing I use for work, a new subscription I forgot about. Monthly, it didn't look like much, but annually, $1,340. That's real money, and I never thought about it because it left my account in $8 and $12 chunks. It was invisible. You don't have to cancel everything, but you should know what you're actually paying for. Because here's what happens. You'll find 2 or 3 things you don't use anymore, you'll find 1 or 2 you forgot existed, and you'll find 1 that you're paying for twice because you switched accounts and never canceled the old one. Cut those, and suddenly you have an extra $40 or $60 a month. That's $80 to $120 per paycheck. That's the difference between feeling broke on day 3 and actually having a buffer. Here's the thing. Your paycheck isn't disappearing because you're bad with money. It's disappearing because you're trying to manage it with a system that doesn't actually show you what's happening. You're not reckless, you're not lazy, you're just working with incomplete information, and that makes everything harder than it needs to be. The fix isn't extreme. You don't need to stop buying coffee or cancel your life. You just need to see the real number. You need to know what's actually yours before you start spending it. And once you do that, everything gets easier. Not because you'll suddenly have more money, your paycheck is still the same, but because you'll stop being surprised by your own account. You'll stop feeling like you're failing at something you can't quite figure out. This is one of those things that seems small but changes how the whole month feels. You'll still have tight weeks, you'll still have to make choices, but you won't feel like your money is vanishing into empty air. You'll know exactly where it went because you decided where it went. And that's the shift. That's what makes it sustainable. You don't need a perfect budget. You don't need to track every dollar. You just need to know your real number, protect it, and work from there. The rest kind of handles itself. I'm Sam, and I save you from financial stress by exploring the everyday money choices we all face, making personal finance easier to understand for everyone. If this video helped you see where your paycheck really goes, give the video a like. It helps me know you want more videos like this. I'd love to hear your thoughts too, so drop a comment about what surprises you the most about your money. And if you want to keep making your finances easier to manage, subscribe and join me. Let's figure it out together.